If you want to get some seriously stronger legs without having to do a bunch of different exercises, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to show you a lunge variation that has unique benefits not found in any other lunging exercise. It's like the Swiss Army knife of lower body exercises, allowing you to target multiple muscles into your body, challenge your balance, and even enhance something known as proprioception. More on that in a minute. Now, you're getting a whole lot out of this one movement, and that's why it's one of my favorites to do. And as a bonus, I'll even throw in a quick bit on how it can prevent common injuries experienced by many active individuals. So let's get to it. When it comes to lunges, there are multiple ways to do them, and every type of lunge has its time and place. But if there were only one lunge to do, one that rules them all, it would be the forward-backwards lunge. It's a lunge that is exactly what it sounds like, but don't let its simplicity fool you here. It packs a massive punch, and here's why. As you drop forward into the lunge, you will eccentrically lengthen your quadriceps and glute max muscle as you would with any other type of lunge. However, in order to launch yourself back up to the starting position, you'll have to give your quadriceps a hefty contraction to make this happen. And the challenge is only starting to happen at this point, because as you return to the upright position, your goal is to keep your foot off the ground and immediately swing it backwards so that you can drop into another lunge. And something really cool happens with this backwards lunge process, which I'll cover in just a moment. And once you've completed this second lunge, you'll explode out of this position using your hips and quads on your stationary leg. And you guessed it, you explode out of this position so that you can swing your leg through and drop it into the forward lunge, repeating the process. So the beauty here is that you are training both legs at the same time. Your swinging leg gets a hefty challenge when dropping into and pushing out of the front lunge, and your stance leg gets a hefty challenge when rising out of the other lunge. It's truly a 2-for-1 deal. And then, of course, once you've completed all of your repetitions with your swinging leg, you're going to repeat the process using your other leg. Now, if need be, you can modify the lunge and make it a bit easier by placing your back foot down on the floor between each lunge, either simply to regain your balance or to take a small break. But your goal is to get to a point where you can complete all of your repetitions without ever having your foot touch down at any point in time. Now, here's a tip I'd really advocate for you to keep in mind. When you swing your leg backwards to drop into the lunge, do this in a very controlled manner and don't begin to sink into the lunge until your foot is securely on the ground. Not only does this keep you safe by maintaining good form, but it also enhances your proprioception. Now, proprioception is the fancy sounding word that refers to our brain being able to feel and interpret the location of a body part in space without visual input. And since you can't see where you're placing your foot behind you when swinging your leg backwards, this controlled lunge helps your brain to improve proprioception for your foot, ankle, and knee. Now let's talk about how this lunge can actually help prevent back pain. Yes, you heard me right, a lower body exercise that helps keep your lower back in a healthier state. Here's how. When you perform this lunge, your hip muscles in your stance leg are working non-stop, which you will certainly feel if you complete a bunch of repetitions without letting your swinging leg touch the ground at any point. These deep hip stabilizer muscles, notably the glute medius and minimus, among others, are therefore strengthened in the process. And these hip stabilizer muscles are very functionally intertwined with stability and muscular function within your lower back. The goal here in this video isn't to give you a detailed lecture on this relationship, but merely to raise your awareness to the importance of ensuring that these hip muscles need to be strong to keep your lower back healthy and pain-free. Now, if you think all of that was pretty cool, then you'll want to check out this video on the Bulgarian split squat, where I go over what makes this lower body exercise unlike any other. It's a concise rundown that will serve to show you how and why this movement will help you to build a seriously bulletproof set of legs. So I'll see you over there, and in the meantime, keep making great things happen.